Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. I'm not sure if this is Mecha Mania, Mechageddon, Sadomechanistic, but here we are with some 1/18 scale mechs. To do a quick comparison, we have two Acid Rain World ones, the Revenant Laurel and the Rust Stronghold here. And we have two Joy Toy ones, all 18 scale, the Freeman Mech and the Fear Assault Mech. All very different, all with advantages, some with disadvantages, some like one more than others, some like them all. Let's have a look. So let's go, we'll go in height order. So let me just change around my mech order here. Struggling to fit inside the camera. Okay, so we start with the Revenant Laurel, the latest Laurel mech, the newest mech from Acid Rain World. Out of all the mechs, this one and maybe the Freeman mech, they give you the sense of having the best armor, the most protected. Then maybe the Stronghold, and then the Fear Assault mech. This has got the great sort of upper body bulk, looks very heavy armor. It's got these great big shields that you can attach to the arms, which I've done there. And inside the shields, you can see, can you see? Let me take a shield off, if I can. Inside the shields, you also have these great spaces to stow your clips for his assault machine gun, which you can see there. So this one feels like maybe one of the most heavy armored out of the four, followed by probably the Freeman Mech. It gives an idea of being very stocky and very not so stocky, but very armored and well protected. Then the Stronghold, which transforms into a tank, double play value, seems very protected again. And then lastly, the newest out of all these mechs, which is the Fear Assault Mech from Joy Toy here. Firepower, which one has the best firepower? I would say probably the Freeman Mech, like a double barrel railgun. Then probably the Fear Mech after, with his rifle there. Then probably, for just direct shooting, then probably the Revenant Laurel, then lastly the Stronghold. But the Stronghold has the best widespread destruction with these great big shells that you can fire out. Which do come out, he says. You can fire out of these huge cannons here. Okay, so which one's the fastest? Well, this transforms into a tank, but I'd imagine it'd be relatively slow. I'm going to say the Fear Mech with his really great big long legs can stride and run fast. Which of these mechs is best value for money? None of them are cheap. Cheapest is probably the Freeman Mech, and he's actually the best value for money. Not because he's the cheapest, but because it's the only one of the mechs, of these mechs, that comes with a figure. You see the pilot inside. It comes with an action figure. So you get not just a mech, but you get the pilot, the figure too. The others don't come with figures. Revenant Laurel's quite expensive, but it does come with loads of things. And these shields can be taken off. They can be attached together, make a barrier. And obviously he'll be in suggested videos. And loads of things you can do with them. You can attack with his shields for close combat. His gun can be attached to the back if he's not holding it. So there's a little hole here his gun can attach to. So lots of thought gone to that as well. The thought and detail into the Fear Assault Mech, again, sister videos, and I just reviewed them, is just mind-boggling. They've really gone for like a 1/6 action figure sort of detail and clipping all these little armor pieces on. It's a little bit tedious, but it's amazing detail. And also these little pistons that move in his legs and waist is like phenomenal. Such great thought gone into it. Now, it's a bit unfair comparing the Rust Stronghold, because even though this is quite new, it's exclusive, it's really quite expensive as well. It's actually an old design from about 6 or 7, maybe 7.5 years ago. So it's lacking behind in terms of design, but still very well thought out. Because the cockpit opens up, there is actually 2 screens in here which have lights. If you put batteries inside, there's a battery compartment by the engine block here. The screens light up when you turn them on. The head moves around, the guns rotate, these guns can be taken off, and as I said, it transforms into a tank. So there's double play value there. The Freeman Mechs, just the videos, really, really nice. Very, very sci-fi. Came in 2 colours. I have them both. It's this blue colour, and the other one I'm trying to remember now, because the other one I've sent back to Malaysia, is sand colour, I think. Great mech, good articulation, and really good foot articulation, because the front and the back of the foot can pivot or twist in separate directions at the same time. So speaking of articulation, what has the best articulation? Talking about lower legs, you can't touch this mech here, the Fear Assault Mech, with the exception of the feet on this one here. The articulation is really quite amazing in terms of the way the arms move, in terms of the legs, the hips, the waist side to side. The actual really, really stocky Revenant Laurel here has great articulation too, but the movement is not as much as we get on the Assault Mech here, with the exception of maybe the elbows, which get like a full bend tighter than me on the Revenant Laurel. These are 4 fantastic mechs, and this is such a great time to be alive for 118 collectors, because there's so much stuff that is about, and more coming. Of course, I don't even have the Avatar mech, the G.I. Joe mechs, and there's a couple of like Lannard ones. I think there's other bits and bobs that I don't have, but maybe in the future I'll pick them up. Which is my favourite? I don't have a favourite full stop. I have favourite for different things. Cockpit, this one here, because the cockpit comes out the back and it's got jetpack, so it can like eject and take the pilot to safety. And it's a stand-up cockpit, not a sit-down cockpit. It's quite easy to put the figures in, though I haven't done that yet. I'm waiting for the pilots to be released. What's the best in hand-to-hand combat? This one. He may be some of the weakest firepower, but with his shields, with these bloody great big blades on, he's definitely the best in hand-to-hand combat. All got really good features. Even the old one, the Rust Stronghold, if you look on the sides here, these parts come down and it's a foot plate with 2 pegs to put figures on. So when it's in tank mode or mech mode, you can get 4 figures, 2 on each arm as well. Very well thought out mechs, fantastic for your collection. If you want to mix the universes up and you've got time and you don't mind painting, you could paint them to match or be part of the same or opposing teams. I don't know. Really, really good. And again, you can see the shortest is the bulky Revenant Laurel mech here. Then we have the Freeman Mech, which is the most sci-fi. Also maybe the colour makes it a little more sci-fi. Then we have the Stronghold, which is maybe the most, I'll use the word contemporary, but there's nothing contemporary like this. The most closest to nowadays, I guess, looking. And then we have the Assault Fear Mech, which is not as sci-fi looking as the Freeman Mech, but it's still more sci-fi than his other 2. And it's such a good looking mech. If you're into your 1/6 scale, this will make a great robot for you, for your collection, because he is 12 inches plus tall. He is a big, big boy. Great mechs, fantastic for your collection, fantastic for play. And for play, I mean adults, because kids, especially this one, not something you want to be putting in their hands. Okay, this is Awesome Action Toys. I'm signing out, so please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back to more Awesome Action Toy videos for you. Stay happy, keep collecting, and check out my other content, because there's loads of stuff on there for you to see, including more vehicles like this. Okay, bye-bye.